That's right, the Haka. One of the best displays of throwing the gauntlet in professional sports. Greetings, I'm the man behind the mask, and today we're taking a look at this 122-year-old sporting tradition. Now, if you have ever watched a rugby match featuring the New Zealand All Blacks, you've seen the tribal dance that they perform just prior to the start of every match.
The dance consists of vigorous movements and stamping of the feet, with rhythmically shouted accompaniment, and is a traditional dance of the Maori people of New Zealand. Various types of haka were performed, either before a battle in order to invoke the god of war and to discourage and frighten the enemy, to motivate the warriors psychologically, or at funerals or other occasions involving death. For those performed before a battle, if the haka was not performed in total unison, this was regarded as a bad omen for the battle. The first haka performed prior to a rugby match was during 1888-89, when the New Zealand native team toured the home nations of the United Kingdom, becoming the first team from a colony to do so. The team performed a haka before the start of their first match on October 3, 1888 against Surrey. They were described as using the words ake ake kia kaha, which suggests that the haka was not kamate. It was intended that before each match they would perform the haka dressed in traditional Maori costume, but the costumes were soon discarded. The most well-known haka today is kamate, which the All Blacks are believed to have first used in 1906. This haka is commonly said to have been composed by Te Raparaha of Ngāti Toa, and is classified as a ceremonial haka. Kamate is about the cunning ruse Te Raparaha used to outwit his enemies, and may be interpreted as a celebration of the triumph of life over death. Before a Tri-Nations match against South Africa on August 28, 2005 at Carisbrooke in Dunedin, the All Blacks unexpectedly introduced a new haka, Kapa o Pango. It featured an extended and aggressive introduction by team captain Tana Umaga, and was highlighted by its more aggressive climax, a drawing of the thumb down the throat, interpreted by many as a throat-slitting action directed at the opposing team. With this new haka at their disposal, the All Blacks went on to win the match 31-27.
However, the throat-slitting action at the end of Kapa o Pango had drawn many complaints, and in the run-up to the first All Blacks test of the 2006 Tri-Nations against Australia, the NZRU completed their review of the haka, and concluded that the gesture had a radically different meaning within Maori culture and haka traditions, indicating the drawing of the breath of life into the heart and lungs.
Despite this, the controversial gesture was withdrawn in 2007, with the modified action, raking the right arm from the left hip to over the right shoulder, performed in the challenge when Kapa o Pango was performed in test matches against France and South Africa. But during the 2008 Tri-Nations series, the All Blacks appear to have reverted back to the original action of drawing the hand across the throat. Other New Zealand sports teams have similarly performed the haka before a match. The tradition of performing a haka is just as strong with the Australian rules football team, the Falcons, the New Zealand national basketball team, the Tall Blacks, and the field hockey team, the Black Sticks. Even New Zealand's ice hockey team, the Ice Blacks, began to get involved in this tradition as they performed a haka prior to their match against Australia in 2009. Also, in the documentary Murder Ball, the New Zealand Paralympic rugby team can be seen performing a modified version of the haka. New Zealand teams have attracted some criticism for performing the haka, such as on the occasion of winning a swim relay bronze medal. But with the high profile of the All Blacks and their use of the haka, other Pacific teams have begun to use similar dances from their own cultures, such as the Thimbi and Sivato, adding even more to this well-established tradition.